people that we have, I'm gonna run down because can't remember like everybody. We got Meg and Melissa. Meg and Melissa, I guess, are good friends. So Melissa, I ain't really seen her much in the group chat that much. When I do see her talk, it seems as though she's always taking up for Meg, her friend. Her and Melissa and Meg have some type of alliance since they're already friends, which, you know, I get it. Meg seems cool. Melissa, I don't know. And I don't like weak bitches. As women, we should be strong and stand in your strength. And let everybody know what the fuck is going on. But she don't. She just let people talk crazy to her and don't even care. And just, I don't know. She just seemed very weak to me. That's my first thoughts of her. As for the people that are the OGs, which is me, Danielle, Bryce, Annie, and Marcus. I guess because now I've met them and we've been doing this and been riding for so long with each other, I feel a camaraderie of friendship for sure with all of them. Not the need to really take up for them in the way the others do. Like, don't fuck with them, you know. So that's how I feel about that. Annie, you know, I really actually like her now. It's funny now looking back on it, thinking about how I didn't like her initially. Her eyebrows are irritating. I don't know if she draws them on. I'm real confused about that. I'm just very thoroughly confused about what the fuck is going on with them fucking eyebrows. So now that I know her a little bit more, I like that she's real. I like that she says what she thinks, and she's a strong woman. I always have respect for that. Marcus, I have love for Marcus. That's little brother. It's like my little brother. I have so much love for him. I fight a bitch over him. Same go for Bryce, and I really fuck with Danielle because she's very genuine and very, you know, seems to be a pretty logical thinker, and she reminds me in that sense of myself. So for those of us that have already been down, don't fuck with us. Those are not the problems that you want.
Like, so happy like to be finally done with like the Alfie Leslie stuff. Like, they're gone, they're not coming back. That's not, trust me, they're not, no surprise. It's not like, surprise, Leslie's back. That's not happening. Yeah. I've moved on from that. But no, this season, what do you think about the crop of new people in our group, like Meg, Melissa?
I haven't talked to her yet. So like I haven't been in chat with her until like today or like nothing. So
she's a wackadoo. She is a wackadoo. Like, you know, the other night, like, she showed up and she was like, she had a wig on, and then she like takes off the wig, and then she's putting on like gas masks and skull masks and like all this like weird stuff, and then like she did like this little monologue to herself in the corner about Danielle. Like, it was weird, and then she flipped out on Danielle and was calling her like fat and stuff, and like saying that what is Danielle gonna do, sit on her? And then she threatened to drive or fly to North Carolina to make her bloody and pound her. It was crazy.
Like, who does that to somebody that you talked to like once?
And all of that is like before Danielle like went low. Like, Danielle, like, she was like, all of that is what led up to Danielle like doing what she did. But it was strange. It was really strange. I think like she was going around to Meg, like her friend.
Yeah.
And she went to me saying she was gonna like leave our group, like she was already done with us, like just because Danielle called her weak.
So I want to go ahead and address the fact that I'm being called unstable. When this is being brought from the fact that I went off on a day that like my cousin literally had just died. Like, they had just pulled the plug like the day before. So, you know, anybody would have lost their shit. Anybody would have been mentally unstable in that point in time. So I feel like anybody who wants to jump to conclusions and assume that they know anything about me, something is wrong with them, basically. Normal people don't do that. Normal people don't jump people's shit when they just lose somebody. They don't act like that. That's not, I don't know. I wouldn't do that to anybody else. I know that I would give somebody a grieving period, and I would be a little bit more understanding of how they're feeling and what their emotional stability is when they lose somebody.
Meg, she seems pretty cool. She kind of seems really nervous. Like, she's trying to feel her way around. I think it's kind of honestly, for me personally, it's kind of nice not being the newbie. I'm not even going to bullshit.
Right.
It is so nice not having to come in and just be like, oh, great, I mean, I know 4 people, so it's like, okay, I don't feel like the complete odd one out. So
Right.
I get how the newbies feel to a certain extent, but some are trying to come way too hard, too quick, and they're looking fucking psycho.
Right. Like, oh my God. Yeah, like Melissa was like saying to me like that she could predict the moment I die, and that her and I are like connected through our supernatural abilities. And I was like,
You better not piss her off. I wasn't even joking. She's probably got voodoo dolls of all of us lined the fuck up, just waiting to like stab us every time we piss her off.
mm-hmm. Did I tell you what Meg messaged me about Melissa?
Mm-mm.
She was like, yeah, like, I know that, like, her and I are, like, good friends and stuff, but I think, like, it could cause some issues in our friendship because I'm not going to blindly defend her when she's overreacting. And then she was, like, saying to me, like, yeah, I think she definitely overreacted about Danielle, like, and she was saying that that Melissa messaged her worried that their friendship was going to suffer because of, like, Meg not necessarily having her back. So it was really interesting because Meg is not going to be the supportive person to Melissa that Melissa thinks she is.
The only friendship that has lasted through the whole first season was you and Danielle.
Right.
Mark my words, it's going to be the only fucking friendship that's like 100% solid again this season. Because at one point or another, the second she doesn't go along with her and start shifting her opinions,
Right.
either Melissa's going to be like, fuck you, or she's going to be like, I quit.
Marcus doesn't think that Melissa's going to last, like, past this week, honestly.
The dynamic this season, it is basically, like I had said, it's not like the OGs against the newbies. It seems like it's kind of like the OGs against the crazies because they're all fucking nuts.
They're all nuts. They're all mess. Like, they're a mess. Like, you have, like, Meg, who's talking about, like, her prison, like, ex, and then Melissa's got her, like, wackadoo issues. Marcus got himself into some hot water because Marcus was, like, saying, like, oh, you only had 2 glasses of Henny, and, like, you can't handle it. Like, what kind of black man are you? And I was like, oh, my God, do not just say that.
No. What
and
the
then
hell?
Esperanza was like, what? Why you gotta always bring the black into it? Which is, like, I agree. But it's a little, like, ironic coming from her, who I feel like brings that up a lot.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I've been seeing how Marcus, he's actually been like really calm with everybody, and I know it's the calm before the storm.
Well, no, he's like afraid to like talk to these people because he thinks they're gonna have like full scale breakdowns.
Mm-hmm. But for the most part, he shouldn't give a fuck. I mean, honestly, if they have a breakdown, that's on them.
Yeah, right. Just go for it. Yeah. We can survive.
Yeah, like, if you take it that serious, and which is why I told her, you gotta stop overanalyzing shit because it happened last season. I'm like, you cannot take, I know firsthand, cannot take shit personally because they'll eat at you. Don't do it. And that's why I said what I did to her, and she's like, thanks for the input, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think it just went right over. And I think she's gonna go back to, I'm gonna gut you like a fish. So...
totally crazy, like, and it's funny, like, when she says those crazy things in the chat, I'm thinking, like, it's not that funny because I feel like you would actually do it, like,
yeah, it's kind of questionable. It's like you're waiting to see a picture pop up on the news and be like, oh, I know her, and not in a good way. And I'm waiting to see, because you know how throughout the season everybody ends up finding out more and more and more about each other. So Meg, she's pretty quiet, but I get that because, like she even said, she's like an introvert.
Right.
But when you're in this group, you're going to have to come out or else you will just get destroyed.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting thing. I think what's going to be the interesting point for her, I feel like there's going to be a pivotal point that comes where she's going to have to choose between like the rest of us and Melissa, and I feel like she's not going to publicly take Melissa's side when Melissa's acting like a crazy.
Yeah. I think, like I told you, Josie, and Danielle were tripod first season without a doubt.
Right.
They're the fucking Bermuda Triangle. It's a lost cause. Like, there's no hope. You don't know where the fuck it's going. You don't know what's going to come out of it, or it's just going to disappear.
That's weird, and I think it's weird that, like, Meg already, like, messaged me saying that, like, her and Melissa, like, that she won't take her side, like, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I don't understand, like, these friends constantly coming on here and, like, not having a solid foundation. Like, it makes no sense. Like, we're getting this reputation for, like, ending friendships, but, like, it's because y'all are idiots.
It comes down to all that glitters is not gold. Like, people think that they have this perfect fucking, oh, that's my ride or die. And then when it comes down to it, bitch, you're going to die because they ain't riding. And then you're shit out of luck. So,
Right.
and it's weird, the dynamic, because leaving the reunion, like, I love Espe. She's a fucking trip. Like,
Right.
we had a blast at the airport. That girl had me laughing the whole damn time. And, like, she's legit a person that I will talk to, and I do talk to her outside of.
Right.
Yeah. Marcus has been civil. I've had no issues with him. And I've actually messaged him a few times, and we've talked. So, that's cool. And the same with Danielle.
Right.
And I can't see myself messaging any of the others and being like, hey, how's your day? Because don't fucking care. So,
Right.
it's like, DJ, Melissa, who are you plotting on killing today? I don't have any connections with them. I mean, it's just started, but like from the outside looking in right now,
Right.
how things stand, I have no connections to them at all. Like, I have nothing in common with them other than I breathe the same air.
I know.
So.
It's really interesting. Like we had such a shakeup that it's like this like polarizing like split.
Yeah. And it started immediately with the whole, oh, I love you too, you're my boo for life, you're my bestie, and I was just like, I'm gonna barf in my mouth. Like, yeah. We went through that shit with the Rainbow Crew last year. It's like,
we did.
Oh God, we got another version of each of them. And it's like you said, it's like we have, in a way, Jack through Melissa. So it's like, well, we kind of got them all back, just different versions.
Right. Yeah. It's strange. So I mean, like, here's to a roller coaster season. Let's kind of see like what happens.
Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully people will make it through without getting any charges or ending up in a straitjacket.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Marcus went from being pretty chill last night to today he just flipped out on everybody. Like, he said hi, and then all of a sudden it was like yelling at everybody, cussing me out, and then him and Mel got really into it. And Mel's talking about how he has alcoholism problems and that he really wants her. He's saying that he just wants her to keep her distance, and it was pretty intense. And I have a car show that I'm going to for a modeling event Friday. That should be pretty fun. It could lead to more paid gigs if it works out pretty well. It's just a really tiny one over in my hometown, so hopefully it goes pretty well.
Very on edge.
I am.
Why?
Just nervous, that's all. Like, I don't know, she kind of called me out before, and like, I don't know if she's like, how she's gonna come at me, that's all. Like, I don't know if she's gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Like, I want to talk to Danielle, but I don't know what's going on with Espe.
Right. Well, I mean, Esperanza does have a tendency to express her opinion at all times.
Yeah, she does.
Like, whether you want it or not, she does it. Trust me, I know. Her and I have had like massive issues in the past. Me and Esperanza, like, we had a huge falling out last year.
Yeah.
And it was like pretty intense. If you go back and watch LCA, you'll see me and Esperanza like have a huge fight.
And she goes on this Snapchat rant about like I can suck a dick and like go ahead, you want some legal action, like come get me legal action with her law degree balls that she's got on. And whatever. So there was this whole thing, and then it was just disgusting and gross.
I will say and continue to say is I'm not going to let nobody talk to me any kind of way or get an attitude, like, especially production. I'm not going to do it.
But, yeah, so, I mean, last time you guys were kind of in the same place, Danielle, you were saying that you just felt like that Mel wasn't really that intelligent because she didn't grasp, like, anything that you were saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was taken aback by the fact that you were so upset over me saying, like, and that was the whole thing. I wasn't just calling you weak. I was saying because the weakest ones are Mel because I haven't seen much of them. So I thought it was, like, self-explanatory that, hey, like, I haven't seen much of you guys, so you're the weak one. I like this eyeshadow I'm wearing today.
Okay, Esperanza's joining right now. Whew! We are in for a ride.
Okay.
I was saying sometimes I get angry and I don't really like listen and I don't read shit and I just jumped. It's not that I'm not intelligent. I get nervous and I freak out sometimes because I'm so used to being attacked. Like it's been rough. So it's like not even you. It's not even you. It's just I've been going through some shit.
That makes sense. To be honest, I don't remember half our chat the other night. I was blacked out. I was watching Game of Thrones with my friends, and I drank an entire bottle of champagne and some more. So I was getting real fucking heated, and really entertaining it. So not that like. So I don't think I would have like straight out like come out and called you stupid if I was like not so fucked up. But yeah, I just felt like you were like.
But I do want to ask you about something.
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask about the Meg thing. Like, do you realize that my profile photo is me and Meg, right? So I don't
know anything about your friendship. Like, I don't know, because that's the thing. Like, we have heard like barely anything about you guys, like personally. So
yeah.
I don't know much about your guys.
How are you feeling? Oh my god, you look upset.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm just nervous. Don't mind me.
What do you think about like people in the group are saying that you're like just so unstable?
Because they don't know me, and I'm out there.
They were like I've heard from a few producers that well, there's only 3, but I've heard from a couple of the producers that like some of their people have said to them like, okay, like Mel is seriously unstable. Like I think she might like come for me, like in a scary way.
Well, I'll let them think that because you know what? Whatever. I don't care about that at all. Like, I kind of like the scary vibe, but I'm really not gonna come after anybody. I don't really, I don't know. I guess I give off that vibe. I've always given off that vibe though. Like, I'm a total see you next Tuesday, and I'm really not. Like, if you got to know me, I'm actually really nice, and I'm kind of really compassionate. You know, like, I've been through a lot, so I understand when other people have been through a lot. Like, Danielle can even tell you our conversation. Like, I understand. I've been there, you know, so I'm not, I don't know. Like, the things I said to her, I had to apologize for because I'm no small girl myself. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say that kind of shit to someone else.
Well, fair. And like, I mean, like I told you and I told Bryce and everything like that, like, you know, we'll, like, really quickly just, like, squash it. Like, I would never, ever, ever go that far. I was in, like, a weird place that night. I was in front of my friends and really, really, really fucking blacked out drunk, and it just, like, slipped out. And then I was like, that was too much. And I immediately...
No, and I understand. So, I'm right there with you. Same thing for me. You know what I mean? I mean, I wasn't drunk, but I just was too much.
But a lot of people are questioning your friendship with Meg, saying like Meg is not as legit to you as you think she is.
That's their opinion, man. Like,
I mean,
honestly, they don't know. Like, honestly, Meg has been there for me for years now. And actually, like, when I've been sick and shit, that girl's come from where she lives in Stanford to Daytona, Port Orange, to bring me homemade chicken soup. Like, people don't do that if they're not your friend. You know what I mean? But again, like, Meg and I don't have to communicate every day to be close friends. I mean, do you two communicate every fucking day? Well, I mean, for the shit you probably
We actually do, but, like, that's not normal, so...
You know what I mean? Well, no, it can be normal. Some people don't communicate with
we actually do.
We literally do.
Well, I tend to go ghost quite a bit on, like, Facebook because I just don't feel like dealing with people. And, you know, they've always got their own drama going on. And I'm just like, I'd rather watch murder documentaries and this shit. So, peace, you know?
Like, do you anticipate there being a strain on your friendship doing the show together?
Not at all. I trust it. I trust it wholeheartedly. I don't know. I know that I seem like I'm quick to jump, but I also think that there's other people that are quick to jump too. Jump to conclusions, assume. No offense, Danielle. which, I mean, it felt like you did. I'm not sure that that's where you were going with that, but you know what I mean. And it felt like, and I'm not sure about this, I mean, she's not here to defend herself or say what she's got to say about it, but in the very beginning, it did feel like Espe was kind of coming at me, and like Meg's like, oh no, she's not, and I'm like, yeah, but there was some seated comments, you know, and I felt that. But I don't know that, like, if that's just her personality, or was she just coming at me?
Danielle, did you jump to conclusions against Mel?
Well, no, because like I said, I didn't say that. I wasn't saying that anyone was like weak because I knew. It was because, well, I haven't seen much of them, so to me that's weak because you're not around, and that's with what I know right now. That's my conclusion. At this point, I don't think you're weak anymore because clearly you come strong at people. So I don't think you're weak anymore. I don't think that now that I.
But irrelevant, maybe.
Huh?
Irrelevant, maybe.
I think she's making herself relevant. She found a way to that you a little bit of a loose cannon with some stuff, like definitely a quick trigger. But I will give you that. I know that you had some stuff happen this week in your personal life that's really intense, and I know that can intensify emotions. So I'm gonna wait and see how things progress, so I could get how that might make you a little bit more emotional and quick to jump to.
And I appreciate that. I mean, like I said, I can be like that, but it really depends on what the fuck's going on. Generally speaking, I'm pretty composed and I can handle a lot of shit before I freak out.
I'm gonna fill you in though. I mean, Mel just said that you jumped to conclusions coming at her for like for no reason really.
Or at least it felt like it. I'm not saying, I don't know if that's your personality or not, like you just kind of come out strong, or if you were actually jumping at me personally. And I'm just kind of curious, is it that way, or is it just your personality?
I mean, it's never personal. It's always business. But maybe I do lead strong. I mean, I'm going to say what I feel in the moment. That doesn't mean that's my opinion, but that doesn't mean that it's fact. It's my perspective, and I'm entitled to my opinion. So, I mean, I'm going to say what I say because that's how I feel in the moment. But as I get to know you, maybe it'll change. Maybe not. Maybe I'll still continue to feel the same way, so I don't know.
Okay. Legit answer.
So you're the one that's friends with
Meg.
It does seem like you might be a mess of a
Oh,
person.
I'm a hot mess. Ain't nobody gonna pretend any different.
Roger just turned red. It looked like you had a thought about that.
Same time, when you get to know me, it's, I don't know. I got a lot going on, man.
I feel like to do this show, you have to be somewhat of a mess.
That's true. Is it safe to say that you were like nervous to like face Esperanza tonight?
I was nervous to have both of them because the truth of it is you guys are two co-stars that have already been together. You know what I mean? And I didn't know if, like, when I asked Danielle, sorry, I almost said Meg, when I asked Danielle about the Meg thing, how it would go, and I didn't know if Esperanza would be, jumping to her side, and, like, what would go on with that. That's all I was worried about. Because I'm a newbie, you know what I mean? I'm the new co-star. So it just kind of felt weird that two co-stars who have already been together, who know each other, I was worried. That's all it was. But yeah, it's not that I was afraid to face Espe personally. It's not like that at all. It's more that I was afraid to face both of them at the same time because I didn't know how it would go. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think me and Danielle are pretty reasonable. We're not like that crazy, but we say what we feel.
I mean,
we are strong women, so.
Right, but I didn't know how it would go.
Intimidate, but just that's like who we are. So, and I feel like I feel, I don't know, like a camaraderie or a deeper friendship with those who I know because now I've met them and like it feels like it is friendship to me. Like I literally look at them as friends. Like I would fight bitches over them. So, that's how it feels. We've been riding with each other for so long. So yeah, we're dealing with what is a friendship now. So yeah, but I don't think we're just gonna come at you like that. But we will say what we feel, but that's not. Don't take it personal.
Well, have you always been like demonic?
Always, from birth.
Okay.
Hold on, what?
I just
There's like a vibe this thing going where they say I'm demonic. It's whatever, and I play into it.
Well, no, I just feel like like you give off a vibe like you're gonna possess me or something. Like I
you
should have
really
like my
want me
home
to?
blessed.
Are we like
You
in
really want me to?
So are you into like supernatural stuff?
Yes, but I'm not into like.
Are you like
conjuring?
Or like do you identify with anything at all? Like any type of spirituality?
Not really.
Voodoo.
Not really. I'm voodoo. Shut up.
What do you believe? Like, do you believe in a higher power? Like, where are you at?
Yes, I do, but I believe
Yes.
more.
Praise to the Bryce Cameron.
Shut up.
All hail God.
Just
No,
saying,
I
my
believe
name's
that
in the
there's
title.
energies. Like how you have a
Check your
battery,
contract.
positive and negative energy make the what do you call it? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I just believe that there is a higher power. It's not like Satan, it's not God, it's not some dude looking up or looking
I
down.
love that she jumped to Satan like first.
Huh?
Well, I mean, you keep saying the demonic stuff, so.
Continue.
I'm just gonna play into the satanic shit because that's what you think, so we'll go there.
I know. I totally feel that. I'm probably the same way. Like I'm like into energy and like shit, like universal law. Like I'm not into like any. I don't want to put a label on shit, so I can feel it.
A lot of people right now think you're giving off Leslie vibes.
I don't care, really. She looked like a total weirdo, beyond my comprehension. I'm pretty weird, but goddamn it, so we're good.
She was.
That's what they want to think. Let them, dude. They'll just have to wait and see, I guess, right?
All right.
So, interesting evening, interesting first week. I got to chat with Meg on interesting, boring, cowardly week. Just want to be friends. Yeah, whatever. Like, I'm going to teach you how these things are done. I'm going to give you some information to help you succeed this season. Immediately, I'm feeling some type of way about this here new group that we have for LCA Season 2. Surprisingly, it makes me miss some of the douchebags from Season 1. Who would have thought, you know? But these motherfuckers, Mel, Meg. We'll move on to Meg. I don't think she has a backbone. I think she is going to play the moral compass this season and not actually get involved with anything and simply play the sarcasm role that Anthony loved to play last season. Like, no, I'm fighting isn't what I'm about. That's not my thing, so I'm not gonna be mean to people. Fuck that shit and get lost with your crocheting ass. Fuck that shit. Gosh, it irks me. Just the stupid sarcasm and the unwilling to take part and just sit there and play both sides. And it's stupid. It's stupid. I don't think it's gonna work with any of these motherfuckers. None of them understand. None of them seem to get it. None of them are about it, I guess. That's what I'd say. Well, let's move on to Melissa, aka possibly, I don't know, I'm not going to say it, but that one is an absolute psychopath nutcase. The fact that we have to tread on eggshells because of the fact that anything we say might make her kill herself or might make her kill someone else is an issue. And we had Alfie last season, and that's just about as psycho as you can get. And she makes Alfie look like an innocent little girl in comparison. Totally off her fucking rocker. But then you put her on camera and she wets herself like a shaken little chihuahua at the first sight of a fight. It's like, what is wrong with you? And she's in my messages, desperate to save me because I'm broken and I'm an alcoholic and I'm lonely. Bitch, did you not see season 1? Do you not listen to a word I say? I tell you to keep your distance from me. I tell you not to be nice to me because I don't want to be friends with anyone. And I told you, I don't want to be friends. And you come in there and you flirt and you say you adore me and blah, 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 blah. I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want friendship. And then you totally go off your rocker and make it all about me wanting you and this and that. No, bitch, I wanted you to leave me alone. How many times do I have to say I don't want to be friends? I don't want you to be kind to me, because I'm not going to be kind to you. There is no chance that I am going to be kind to any of the new people. I've got respect for Espe, Danielle, Bryce, and Annie now, because we went through this shit. We went through a whole season. We went through a reunion together. We went to hell and back. We know what we're doing. So these new people want to come in and act hard and play hard and think they know what they're up against and think they know what they're doing and just talk stupid and already hold hands and be friends and shit. This isn't gonna last. I'll give them 2 weeks. 2 weeks. If you couldn't handle the shit I brought tonight, if you're having meltdowns in the group because of the shit I brought tonight, I wish you the best.
Alright, let's talk about Melissa. Let's talk about Miss Unstable, Psychotic Melissa, who clearly does not have anything in her life together. She's a complete basket case, nut job, and I feel like she's probably going to poison me in my sleep or like tie me to like some sort of like rock and throw me in the water and watch me drown. That's how I feel about her. She can't handle being called out. She literally, last season we had Leslie, this season we have Melissa. She is an expert victim player, and it's not even like an entertaining thing. It's like, it's kind of pathetic to watch her in action, honestly. Like, you guys are all ganging up on me. Oh my god, they're all ganging up on me on video chat. Oh my god, I know that they're across the country and states away. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Like, no one's after you. Like, she's like so delusional in her head. She has this whole like idea like concocted in her brain that everyone's after her, and it's poor me. You guys are pitting everyone against me and only me. It's all about me. Like, no, nothing's really about you, really. Like, no one really cares. The only thing we're trying to do is like shock you into being interesting, because the only thing you have going for you right now is like your grief, which I get is like a real thing, but it kind of comes across to me like she's just using it as a crutch at this point. Like, you can only, if you want to keep bringing it up, it's like a trigger to you, but you just constantly bring it up. Like, we've seen this with people in the past. We've seen where people bait people in the chat. She wants to talk about me baiting her to try to like get her involved in the drama. Not really. She's baiting everybody every time she brings up her tragedies, because she wants to get sympathy for that, because she knows if she brings up her tragedy enough times that people will not want to go after her anymore. But guess what? I'm not that person. I don't have that kind of heart. Like, sob stories do not really matter to me in the long run. Like, no, I'm just really sad. Look at me go pit the Melissa on the back of the head. To be a good girl. Like, I don't care. That doesn't affect me. I don't care about that. But I look forward to confronting her face to face, because I have a lot to say to her, because I feel like she is completely twacked in the head and she is in a desperate need for a wake-up call. Crazy. Ugh.
I am on my way to a brewery with my friends to drink some beer and eat some food truck food and celebrate that I put my 2-week notice into my job yesterday. I may have called in sick today. I'm so excited. I got a different job. It's still doing security at the same place, but it's like through a different company. It's an easier job, and I'm really excited. So, 2.5 years later of hell, I'm finally done with that job. I took Antonio's advice and got a new job, because he's the only person in the world who ever told anyone to get a new job if they didn't like it. So, there's that. Yeah, so that's what's happening with my life. Besides that, nothing really exciting. Like I said, going to hang out with some friends. I've done a lot this week. Like, the last 2-3 weeks have been really like crazy for me, because I've been training someone new at work, which means I'm on my feet literally all day. Do not get to sit down once. It's horrible. And then it's just like doing a lot because you're training someone, and then like my friends and people at work had like been wanting me to hang out more the last couple of weeks, so I've been doing stuff after work and being really exhausted. Game of Thrones started. I literally never watched Game of Thrones before, and then in 1 month I watched the entire series to catch up before this last season. So every Sunday I've been watching that and getting drunk with my friend. So I've been doing a lot like socially lately, which is good, because I was kind of like not doing stuff for a while and kind of like in a, not like a dark place, but just kind of like in a meh place. place, like not feeling really like happy. Like I wasn't depressed or suicidal or anything like that, but I just like wasn't feeling like happy or excited about anything. So it's nice that like my social life has been kicking up lately, and I've just been like doing more stuff with friends. And then obviously we started filming, so that's been intense. It's been cool getting to know the new people. Melissa and I started right off the bat having an issue because she didn't like that I said that she was weak because I hadn't seen much of her. And I mean, I was drunk as fuck. Again, it was the night I watched Game of Thrones. I drank an entire bottle of champagne. It was my Saturday night. I was having a good time. And we got into a little spat, went back and forth, things went too far, whatever. I mean, we didn't make up, but we both agreed, like, we went too far at each other, and, while we don't agree with each other and may have issues with each other, neither of us have, like, malice. Like, I'm not like Marcus, where, like, I want to hurt people. But, so there's that, and I just feel like she's kind of like a loose cannon, and I don't know what's gonna happen with that. So I really like Meg, though. Meg seems like this, like, really sweet, just, like, fun girl. I don't know how she's gonna do with the show, because I don't know how, like, much, like, fights or interesting, like, commentary she's gonna have. She just seems really chill, which isn't really good for the show. So I don't know how she's gonna do with this group, like, that's full of drama. But I really like her, and she seems really just, like, chill and fun, and just hanging out crocheting and shit, so we'll see. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to film more car vlogs. Maybe you'll get a drunk vlog from me tonight. Who knows? That's all for now.
I play the victim all the time in the chat. It's annoying.
You can think that all you want to.
No, I don't think that. Like, you literally play. It's like poor me. It's like having another Leslie. It's like you came out of Leslie's vagina.
Well, I'm
Honestly.
glad you think that. Again, I don't really care. It's better than
I
playing
don't care.
Snake.
I don't
It's
care.
better
It's
than
poor me.
Snake
Poor
and
me.
pretending that
Everybody's
I'm
ganging up on me.
friend.
Okay.
It's better than
hang on.
pretending
Meg,
on
Meg,
people's
do you
friends
feel
just
like
to be
everybody
a
is ganging up only on Mel?
No, that's not how I said it at all. That's how you
you
twisted it.
I feel like I'm the only one being pitted up against. It's exactly what you said in the chat. Like, go back and reread your
Hey,
own
but
crap.
who's sucking ass to Meg? Oh, that's who was sucking. You were sucking ass to Meg earlier tonight when you were just like, oh, wow, that's nice. Blah, 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 blah. Moist brownie.
Feel that way, Meg?
He was making a joke about me. He was making a joke about the brownies, and then somebody said it made it sound wrong, so I said they were moist.
Else. That was an observation. You can take it however you want to. My whole observation is I don't see you really pitting anybody else against anybody else. I do see a lot of
Who was I pitting anything against, though? Like, what was I pitting? Like, please explain that to me.
You tried to pit me up against the new chick. Like,
the new chick came in like no. Saleana came in like a psycho all on her own. I didn't pit her up against you.
Honey,
I was only
Saleana
talking
is
about
a psycho,
it because she came out.
He kind of asked everybody what we thought about Saleana.
Like, really got it. Me and Saleana have got into it, like, really bad.
Is it me or is it my Wi-Fi that keeps going in and out? Is that what it is?
She's gonna be one of those people that pretends to have connection issues when she doesn't want to face the reality. I hate.
No, I'm saying reality.
They do it all
I'm
the
asking
time.
seriously.
All the time.
Okay, because I've done this before, right? Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, did I say like you do it every time? I said you were one of those people who is now doing it. Okay, like I don't understand. It's like you have no concept of what's actually being said in the universe. You hear like a totally different thing in your delusional brain. Oh my God, you're so cool with your little stupid hand puppet. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that
trying
Saleana
to like pretend they're friends with people, and it's just like a snake, and not the cool way. Oh, I'm gonna extract some venom into this victim. No, I see some guy who's like a snake in the fucking grass, who's like trying to start shit with everybody because he has nothing better to do with himself. But who was in my DMs telling me how great I am? Who said that and I came to you about Marcus hitting on me. Who hit on me too? And that I can prove too. Oh yeah, I got that one too. I can show that to you. About
when
how
I was being nice.
Yeah, that really did happen.
That's funny. Yeah, no, but I mean, like, you also are the same person who said, hey, don't tell anybody.
Dodge, though, we're bitching about how I dodged shit, but he didn't really come in.
Oh, it's not a dodge. No, I did that. 100% did that. It's not a dodge. I own it. Like, that happened. When we, like, first met. That definitely 100% happened. I own that. So it's not a dodge. Then the next point is that you said, don't tell anybody that Marcus is doing this because I don't want anybody to know that, and then you blasted it in the whole chat. So like, who really wants attention?
Because the truth is, me and Marcus actually talked about it, and I told Marcus flat out, I was like, look, because Marcus had begged me not to say anything, and I wasn't trying to like, where'd Meg go?
I
have no idea. My just like exited, so I'm back. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Anyway, no, the truth is, and I can show you all the messages. I have no problem.
No one cares. Literally, no one cares.
I don't
about
know
what
if
the
he
messages are.
was
Say it.
drunk.
Say it.
Then why do you bother to ask? Then I won't bother.
But nobody wants. We're not here about people watching. Don't care about like, oh, let me see the screenshot. Let me see this. All they care about is like what we're talking about. So just say it. Get to the point.
Okay.
And like, nobody cares. I don't want to keep bringing it up. I can prove it. I can prove it. I have the receipts.
Because he was drunk. Okay. So I didn't know if he was just speaking because he was drunk. Because some people, you know what I mean. You drink a little bit too much to say some shit you don't mean. So I wanted to be fair. And I told him, I was like, look, if you don't want me to say anything, I won't say anything. Actually, he asked me flat out not to say anything. So I said, okay, I won't. And then, like, he starts trying to get smart and shit. And then he told me that I could use that. So I said, okay. So I used it.
Okay, well, anything Marcus says is always fair game, honestly. Like, he wouldn't put anything out there unless he wanted it to be used.
I was not aware of that until he told me himself.
All right, well, now you are. But I think, like, the Saleana thing, to say that I was pitting you against Saleana is a little ridiculous, because Saleana came in immediately, like, insulted, like, multiple people. Not just you, by the way. It wasn't just you. It's a surprise to you, I'm sure, that it's not the world according to Melissa. But it wasn't just you. Saleana came after multiple people.
She did. And she kind of was talking shit about, because it was my story that she was getting pissed off at when she first came in.
No, I mean that today he said, "What do I think about her?" But he didn't ask you
because you were in the chat at the no. You were in the group at the time.
Right, you have no problem tagging people any other time, do you? When you want to answer to a question,
to people who were in there at the moment.
No, that's not always.
We send like 200 messages in like 5 minutes. We send 200 messages in 5 minutes. It's really hard.
Want them to answer.
Go back and read all of that.
Okay. That's what we'll go with.
Yeah. I mean, that is what we'll go. I mean, honestly, I think it would be more interesting to see Saleana go up against a lot more of the people in the chat than you, because you don't really play ball that well. Okay. Honestly, I would rather see Saleana versus Esperanza or Saleana versus Marcus any day. So trust me, that wasn't the money fight that I was looking for. I don't really.
Esperanza would eat her alive just to say that.
It does not get me off to see Saleana like eviscerate you to tears like you always want to be in your little like pity party state. Okay.
So, honey, and Saleana knows I'll eat her ass alive, which is why she went into my DMs and tried to make nights with me. She knows I'm coming.
We can tell she's trying to make nights with you. We can tell. We can tell that, and I don't mean that, but we can tell. Like she did try to come flat out at Marcus. Sorry, this shit keeps fucking.
Oh, you mean it wasn't just at you? Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, Melissa, do you feel like the world or the chat revolves around you at this
point? Neither. I don't really give a fuck. Honestly, I pop in here and there, but I don't really give a fuck what much. If anybody has to say, anybody I got to talk to, I will talk to. But
but you did state in the chat that you felt as though everybody was kind of coming for you, right? And it was like everybody against you versus.
You can do it however you want to. But
you said that. I'm not saying anything.
No, I know, and
I don't know exactly what you said. I'm probably not quoting you right, and I'm not gonna act like I am because I'm not saying it verbatim. I don't remember exactly.
Good. I'm not. All I'm saying is that it has felt like that from the beginning. That for some reason
that happens when you have a victim complex. That'll happen.
All right, cool. I'm glad you think that.
Well, this isn't the first time we're having this conversation. Like, you thought that Danielle and Esperanza, like, were gonna, like, have this blind side thing at you, too. Like, you're so paranoid that everyone's come at you. And honestly, no one
live my life. Go through what the fuck I literally just went through, and let me see you say something.
Are you just gonna, like, okay, I feel like you're kind of at this point, like, starting to use that as, like, a crutch to get away with saying whatever you want, and it's a little bit crap. That's crap. You can't just pull it out whenever you want.
Not for nothing. Why do we have Meg here if you're not even going to speak to her? So there's that.
Because you're like blabbering on. No, what do you keep pulling that out every time like somebody comes at you? Like pull that card every time.
For this vlog, I think I'll make it about Melissa because we have to like have stuff about her. Yes, Teddy. I think she's a little cry, but try not to swear because I got Prince here that's trying to be up mommy's butt. Teddy, relax. Anyways, I think she's trying to find a way to get me going, honestly. She doesn't faze me. I think she's a sociopath or psychopath. Like, she made a status and was, like, fighting with herself on it. Like, there's something wrong with you. All I have to say is if you can't take what you dish out, then don't dish anything out, because I will come for you. Don't come for me and expect nothing to happen. Like, honestly. I think she's just little cry ASS BITCH. Little B. That's just how I feel.
I just finished modeling at At one point we actually had all the headlights on for the cars behind me, and everybody had to clear out. And so everybody in the car show was sitting there watching me model at one point. That was kind of awkward, modeling in front of an audience, but it was still pretty fun. Got a whole bunch more cars. I got one of my good friends out here with me. Say hi, Dee! But yeah, it was fun. But yeah, it was supposed to be a whole bunch of models, and it turned into me. So I had 3 photographers and me, the only model. So it was fun. At this car show, pretty fun. It was supposed to be a bunch of models, and it turned out to only be me.
Oh, what's up, everybody? It's Antonio. I'm back, I don't want to cuss or say anything bad. Yeah, so back in the season, back to stir shit up, back to, put the truth where it belongs. So what I'm looking forward most to this season is, calling people out on their shit. There was a lot of fake shit going on last season, that still hasn't been addressed, so I'll be sure to, bring that shit up. There's a lot of new faces this season. I'm not really a fan of some of them, because they're, disrespectful, and then just fucking stupid. But, keeping up that positivity.
I think he needs a minute to compose himself.
I don't give a fuck if he was crying. He started the shit. If you don't talk about my man, I won't talk about your stupid skank.
Oh yeah, have you guys met? Melissa, Saleana, Melissa.
Hi, Selena.
Hi.
I'm worried as fuck right now, dude. Where are you going? Where are you going, Bryce?
Right here.
It said KK. I'm just saying. No, for real, dude, I'm worried.
Tony, you want to get the flag?
Melissa,
I need a shot.
Melissa, what do you have to say to Selena?
Selena, you're not wrong, but we have some shit that none of us knew about. None of us knew about. And but in Bryce's defense, Bryce didn't know either.
To the reunion. Like, Tony can show up to the reunion because we're fucking struggling. Like, to a point where my kid comes fucking first. So if you want to bring up some shit, I'll bring up some shit. That's just how it goes.
We understand that, but your kid's alive.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not being a dick. I'm really not. I promise I'm not. And listen, hold up.
You shut your fucking mouth, okay? You shut your fat fucking round ass fucking face up, because nobody wants to fucking hear the dumb shit that comes out of your mouth. You're doing way too much, and you're trying way too fucking hard to be relevant, because nobody fucking likes you to begin with, and you have no place.
Hi, Bryce, how you doing?
So you're desperate to come in here and make a fucking splash, saying dumb shit you know nothing of fucking about. You want to be me so bad, but guess what? You don't know how to fucking do this. You shut your fucking mouth, you watch your fucking words, or I will show you how deep I can go and how fucking crazy I can get. You think this is crazy? You don't know the fucking depth of it.
Yeah, you're crying. Stop, Tony. You're crying. You're crying. So who hurt who?
You didn't hurt me. Someone else did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You a nerve, bro?
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Tony, how about you stay off camera because you lost your chance because you're a little fucking bitch. You
Bro,
couldn't even
I
show
saw
up
that
and get
little
your fucking
I
face
saw
knocked
that
in.
little
Look at you over there, Bryce.
Are you
You're
scared?
just like,
You scared,
If
bro?
this
You couldn't even
was
show up to
Orlando,
Florida?
You would have got
You
You had a
hands.
free fucking ride.
Right.
You had a free fucking
would've been there
ride.
so fast,
And you
you
were
don't even
scared.
fucking know.
You had a free trip. A free trip handed to you
Boy.
by the graciousness of the rest of us. And you still couldn't show up because you are the biggest bitch of season 1.
All I hear is got.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go cry in my jazz rag.
Marcus, I also cannot really see your
I
face.
don't
Just
see
so
your
you
eyes,
know.
bro.
Is it blurred by my broken thing?
No, it's like,
just a
are you
little
sideways?
bit.
Is it sideways?
Oh no, it's not.
Side
Fuck, I
face,
totally
he's a
forgot to
little
go
bit blurred.
sideways.
Marcus, you're blurred.
All right, Melissa. So what do you
Because I have a
think
crack.
should be? What do you think we should do, Melissa? Mel.
All right. Listen, you
said you
know
wanted to
I.
help.
Shut up. All right. I'm not trying to be a dick here, Saleana. I know you have your own struggles, and nobody's judging that. But I also know that none of us knew what was going on tonight. He. Not that it's his business.
Okay, stop. Let me say this. I can speak on Tony because he is relevant to LCA. He spent a whole season with me, and he is relevant to the LCA story. She's not. She's not relevant this season because I have not brought it into this season. Last season, it was free game because I talked about her openly in my vlogs, my chats.
Listen, you're not the boss. You're not relevant at all. Nobody fucking liked you. So thinking that you're the boss of the season is pathetic.
Hold up, Saleana.
No.
So it seems like you think you are.
I'm the queen.
You had to beg for a spot in here. You had to wait till we fired someone else to get invited in.
But I like
So you weren't even a first choice, you fat bitch.
I'm trying.
Guys,
You look like your
3 of you are talking at
What the
once.
fuck you were
I
commenting
know.
on this fucking chat? Like, what the fuck? Who
All
are
right.
you? Thank you.
Can I speak?
One of you speak.
Go
'cause,
ahead,
like,
all four
not
of
all
you.
3. I can do 2 at once, but 3 at once was a
All right.
lot.
When can I speak? You let me know, Bryce, and I'll speak.
Oh my god, you're talking right now. Just talk.
All right. Look, Marcus has his own issues. Me and Marcus have our own issues. Trust me, me and Marcus don't really get along. But at the same time, you didn't know, and I'm not trying to be a dick because you didn't know. But at the same time,
She
that's
still
not
doesn't
fair.
know what she doesn't know. Like, you guys keep saying that. But, like,
that. Marcus, we know
we're
that.
not bringing it up. But I mean, like, you keep saying you don't know, but like, she still don't know. So like,
Yeah, but
that doesn't
listen,
make
if
sense
Marcus
to her.
is gonna come at me with shit, like I'm gonna come at him with what I know, what I've seen. So if he doesn't want me to come at him with bullshit, then don't come at me with bullshit. That's just how it goes. I came into the group and he started running his mouth like, "Who the fuck are you? You want to play a game? I got your play."
But let's be fair. You came into the group running your mouth.
No, I didn't. I said hi.
No. I have like 3 or 4 other people that will agree that you came in there running your mouth, and I'm not trying to judge. I don't give a fuck.
No, listen. Go look back.
You look like you're out of breath, bitch. You gonna be okay?
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, obviously.
Your cheeks are all red. Are you out of breath just from talking too much?
What was that, Marcus?
You look like you're out of breath.
Got,
You gonna be okay?
got,
I mean,
you sucking dick, nigga?
Isn't it?
I need to lay down. Your heart gonna fucking stop there? Fucking.
Oh my god.
He's such a fucking little pussy bitch. I'm sorry. Were you crying?
I can't take it.
Well, Saleana, what do you think of Melissa kind of like Mel interjecting and like trying to be the peacemaker?
Well, I mean, I guess she's trying, but at the same time, she don't know what she's talking about because if she looks back,
I didn't do shit. I said hello to everybody. Marcus popped off on me. So if you want to talk shit,
Wait. Hold up. I got plenty of people who would
We
tell
have
you
receipts,
different.
so she'll end up looking dumb.
Plenty of people who would tell you different. You came at me and Meg for
God. Because you want to cry because you're talking about shit that had nothing to do with anybody else and nobody had anything.
I don't know. It was pretty relevant to
kind of corner too.
To LCA drama.
I don't give a fuck.
That's what I thought, but you know what? It don't matter what I think, does it?
Oh my god, this bitch. No. Listen, you don't even look like your profile picture for one. Two, I'm the queen, okay? I will outrun all you motherfuckers.
Why? Did you weigh
nothing? Look at you. Look at you.
Way more?
Where the fuck did you come from?
Let's not talk about outrunning anyone, because you ain't outrunning
your profile picture, you look like you came out of wrong turn. Yeah, cover the camera.
I did come out of Rammstein.
Choose your words more carefully.
Is she trying to hurt me? Is she trying to hurt me?
Wait a minute. Did you say she doesn't look like her profile picture?
No, not at all. Look at her.
Because she wears wigs sometimes.
I do.
She wears
I wear wigs
sometimes.
Wait, I don't think that's her. That's not her in her profile picture, though, is it? Is it you?
Yeah, no, it is.
No, the other Facebook page is not you. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, no, the other Facebook page is me, you ass, wait.
Listen, I don't really
I'm all
care.
300 pounds, so it's all good.
Marcus came at me. I can send fucking screenshots. You guys can scroll all back by yourself. Marcus wants to come at me. I'm going to come back at him. That's point blank, period.
One day on the show, she's queen. One day, and she's queen.
There are people who are coming at you at the same time. So what?
Fucking deserve to be talked about.
Wait, what?
I didn't hear you.
Marcus, I can't talk when you're laughing.
I know. Overqualification.
What did he say?
For where?
Where?
Why, sure.
Where? Look at this.
Wait,
look.
what?
See this?
Wait, what?
Perfect. You see this? Real. You see this? Real. Look at my profile picture. Real.
Fat.
Oh, I'm fat? Okay.
Wait, you are, though.
I know what fat is.
No, you're right, I don't.
Wait,
right, I don't.
me a person, you're always going to be shit
You're
scared.
right,
That doesn't faze me. Call me fat. Call me whatever you want, baby. What helps you sleep at night, Toothless?
You couldn't afford reunion. You sure as hell can afford to eat, honey.
You know what? Yeah, I can afford the reunion because I've had problems.
That just happened.
Just like you probably can afford a baby that your girlfriend didn't have.
I can fund Antonio's career. I could pay for you to go to reunion 10 times.
Because you're a fuck up piece of shit. Keep drinking more. You don't deserve a kid. Not my problem.
Okay. You're upset.
I'm what?
You're very upset.
No, I'm not upset.
All red and out of breath and worked up.
You guys are just getting all worked up. That's why this video chat is done.
Catch your breath. It's breathe, honey.
Well,
getting all worked
while
up.
Since we keep bringing him up, what is Tony? Is Tony there? What does he think it is?
He's making a mixtape.
More than you'll ever do with your toothless mouth.
Marcus.
Oh, is that right, Bryce? Did you talk shit about Tony? Is that why everybody keeps bringing up his mixtape? Alfie, said you talk shit about Tony.
No, baby girl.
That's not what happened. Watch the reunion. Watched. That's not what happened.
Shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'm just saying, that's what
I was not
said.
one of those people at the reunion.
Listen, Bryce, Alfie said you were talking shit about Tony and his remix and all his music.
Okay, what?